As you can see, that my hair is wet. And like this little skit going on saying, oh, the UK is too hot, which it really is too hot. And it all messed up. The recording messed up, but here's the last part of it. Take that, get some cold water, because we need it. We need to empty it and get it again. Right, let's get the water, let's go outside. Are you ready? Oh, it's time to chill out to watch some anime. Oh, have I got my keys? I have. Anyways, if you don't know me, my name is Fuzzy. We're going to carry on watching Classroom of the Elite. We ended it on the first episode where the teacher explains how the points work and they are the worst of the worst. And they're going to try to live a month without the points. Let's get to it. It's a nice school though, I can tell you that.
Hey, stop splashing me! Couldn't help myself. It doesn't hurt to have some fun. Fine, bring it on.
Free time during swim class. People have naturally broken up into groups, which
Bit of fan service.
it's official. I have utterly failed at making friends.
I like his eyes though. Jesus Christ.
What are you brooding about over here?
Would I get banned for that?
I was just embroiled in a painful internal struggle.
How can these losers even enjoy themselves? You'd think that they would be more deflated.
Maybe that's how these guys cope. They want to have some fun while they still can.
You could be right, I guess. Hey, stop it!
Listen. You can actually skip intros on this. It's interesting.
They sure are.
Okay, listen.
The spring for swimming to start,
Thank God.
and their first
I hope there isn't a lot of fan service in this.
for them to enjoy themselves. Don't you think?
They're like a bunch of grade school kids. Although I suppose I can't really fault them for it. But in the S system, they're going to suffer for that attitude.
But aren't you and I just like them?
Maybe.
But you guys are smarter.
Indeed, this is
There we
called
go.
the S system. It evaluates students in real time and assigns numerical value. Observe, Class D has thoroughly proven that you deserve to be ranked dead last. You truly are the worst of the worst.
Jesus.
However, I am rather impressed with this class. Never in the history of this school has a class blown through all of their points in the first month. Not even Class D.
Excuse me, will you at least tell us what the school's
Jesus.
for gaining and losing points?
You're preparing for the real world, so figure it out. In the workforce, you're expected to come to the table knowing what to do. On the board, I have written the current scores held by all first-year classes. For every point the class gets, 100 private points are distributed to each student individually. When the school year began, each first-year class was allotted 1,000 collective points. To be frank, you people lost every point you had.
That's because they were spending it, they was being tardy.
Any points back?
Of course. And in
It's like sleeping, arguing, fighting,
Class C, you'll be
being
promoted
lazy.
back to Class C, and Class C will be downgraded to D. Your earliest opportunity to do this is coming up in the midterms. Depending on your scores, you can earn as many as 100 points for the class.
100 measly points?
Yeah, but it's better than nothing, right?
However,
It's going to be a lot of hard work to try and upgrade.
and as you can see, they are complete garbage. From this point forward, anyone who receives a failing grade on any midterms or finals will be expelled immediately.
Jesus.
Considering this most recent development, everyone in class is gonna have to completely change their habits. And that's only to get us a few meager points. So if everyone doesn't ace the midterms, we're all going to be royally screwed.
That's right.
Even more than that, if
Well,
we
to be
don't
fair,
measure up and achieve the high college entry and employment,
I've got no grades anyways.
we're going to have to push ourselves beyond that to overtake Class C.
I've just literally learned everything throughout life.
Because if we can't even do that, we have
Besides maths and English.
Were you just doing an impression of Chabashira?
No, why?
sounded like her. A little.
The reason why that I watch English dub is because I'm dyslexic, so it makes it easier for me to register the words. It's my own language, of course.
That makes no sense.
Do you maybe want to come swim with us?
Would you please go away?
You don't have to be mean. Are you a bad swimmer or something?
No, I am an incredibly average swimmer.
Back in middle school, I was probably the worst swimmer. in the
Jesus
whole
Christ, they like giving fan service for her, don't they?
Nowadays, I don't think I'm that bad at all.
Wow, that's fascinating.
She's totally aloof, isn't she?
I do wish I could find a way to get along with her better.
Hey, guys. Do you have a minute to talk about something? We didn't get any points again today, and that has got to change. I don't want this problem to haunt us for the rest of our time at the school. We have to do something to turn this around.
But the problem is that your guys are swimming
without earning any
and you're
more
not
points.
studying.
I agree, we can't let
That's
that
the problem.
You're right, we won't. We'll turn this around. Next month, we're going to get more points than any other class.
I don't know why you keep saying we like that. Seriously. You can leave me out of it.
I've got a feeling something's going to happen to that loudmouth.
Class,
She's always looking at the outskirts, observing.
you're both in Class A, Sakayanagi, and Katsuragi. Congratulations are in order. Your
Oh,
class
it's the bald guy. It's the bald kid with the speed bump on his head.
quite a feat. I do hope you're both very proud of yourselves. Now then, how much do you know about the S system?
Hey, Doc. You're my best friend. You gotta help me out. Buy this
Interesting.
for 20,000 points?
Actually, it's so funny. I spent all my points on accessories, so I'm totally broke now. I was thinking about borrowing a couple of points from all the girls in class to buy the
Well, that's your fault then.
You're one of my best friends, aren't
Do
you?
you have any plans for lunch? I was wondering if you would be able to join me.
Are you asking him out? Is it a date?
Well, let's eat then. Thank you for the food. I have to ask, are you sure it's okay that I put this super expensive lunch on your tab? I feel awkward.
Yes, I told you to get whatever you wanted, and I meant it. Lunch today is my treat, so don't feel awkward.
What's she wanting?
Is something wrong with you, Ayanokoji? Dig in already.
Right.
She seems like the type of person that...
Important. I'm aware that Hirata and the others worked out a plan of action earlier today. They're all forming a study group. Their goal is to make sure they ace the test.
A study group?
Yes, but 3 of our classmates refused to join, and it just so happens they're the ones with the lowest scores.
Pseudo, right?
Yes, and
Why has everybody got gorgeous eyes in this show?
Surprise, those 3 never did strike me as the studious type.
I don't see how anyone could fail a test. Nevertheless, the fact remains, they did.
Imagine having eyes like her.
What it means to be a good student. I guess some people really are that pathetic.
That's cold. Don't you have any sympathy?
Would being sympathetic keep it from being true? If we don't do something, they're most likely going to fail. And if we want to overtake Class C, not only do we have to stop our class from hemorrhaging points, but we've also got to do everything in our power to start gaining them back.
Are you saying you want to start a study group too? You're willing to help Pseudo, Ike, and Yamauchi get good grades on the midterm?
Yes,
Seriously.
of course.
I feel like if she treats you to something, there's always a favour on top of it. Like, yeah, I'll buy you this. You start eating it or doing whatever. She goes, well, since I've done this for you, I want you to do this for me.
If left to their own devices, they'll sink and bring the rest of Class D with them. I may have been relegated to the lowest class in school, but not for long. I will claw my way up to Class A.
Hey, wait a minute.
What now?
Did you just say you want to be Class A?
You heard right.
You sure you didn't mean Class C?
I meant what I said. I find my assignment to Class D utterly offensive and unacceptable. I intend to change it.
So, step 1 is to rehabilitate the failures?
Since you've grasped that, you can guess what's next.
I'd rather not.
Do you
But
enjoy
are you
lunch?
one?
An extravagant meal like that doesn't come free. Even in
See?
idiocy, you're expected to provide something in return.
See? I knew it.
You for conspiring with Kushida and taking me to that cafe under false pretenses. That was
I knew
foul
it.
play.
That's not cool.
If you want to make it up to me, then you'll work with me to help save the whole class.
I knew it.
Your job will be to round up those 3 losers and convince them to join my study group.
There's always a
Phone
catch.
number and email. All right. Contact me if you need anything along the way, but don't think you can reach out whenever you want.
This is how I get a girl's number for the first time in high school? Pathetic.
Lol.
Not even happy that she gave it to me, but I'd better save it anyway.
Mate, are you even interested in women? Because
I guess I have
you
to
seem dull.
reply, even though I
You don't seem interested in pretty much anything. You're always thinking.
Well, here goes nothing.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, no. The hell did you say to me, punk?
I knew it was hopeless.
I assume this guy's got, like,
Can get through to the
maybe
I should've-
a good intellect.
I wonder if she's home right now. I can call her room. Hi, can you connect me to Kikyo Kushida's room? Yes. from
Can they
the-
contact people outside of the
It's
school?
about something school related.
Can they? Well, they can't visit outside of the school, can they? But can they call the parents and everything outside of school?
Hi, this is. Hold on. What's that weird noise?
Oh, Ayana Koji? Sorry, was it too loud? I just got out of the bath. I was blow drying my hair. Sorry about
Jesus.
it. You caught me a little off guard. I've never used the dorm's internal landline before, so I was startled.
I'm amazed you answered.
Huh?
Anyway, rejoice, Kushida. I've selected you as a goodwill ambassador. It's for the good of the class, so I know you'll do your best.
Huh? What do you mean?
I like her eyes.
Right. Wow. A second study group for Pseudo, Ike, and Yamauchi? Run by Horikita herself?
Everybody's eyes in this show is just absolutely gorgeous.
I'll do whatever it takes.
You don't have to, you know.
Mm-mm. I think it's cruel that anyone who fails gets expelled immediately. The thought of
I assume a lot of fan service is going to be around her
That's awful.
then.
Oh, I do have one request. In exchange for helping you guys, I want to join the study group too. Would that be okay?
Are you sure that's all you want?
Yeah, I want to help the cause in
It's always catches. Always catches. Yeah, if I help you with this, then I want you to do this.
Set up just when I'm in my room.
You're cool with that?
Yeah, I mean, we're classmates, right? Sorry I didn't give it to you until now. I just didn't think of it. You can reach out anytime you want.
I've got Kushida's phone number.
Wait, does she fancy it? Does she fancy him?
She works like lightning. Good job, Kushida.
It's because she's a social bug, isn't she? She wants to be friends with everybody.
Consent. Huh? Hello?
That's just a waste of a couple of seconds.
Can you at least hear me out for a minute?
Okay, she's very ignorant. Are you going to try again? Are you going to text her? Looks like you've texted her. He's very persistent, isn't he?
Are you kidding me? What do you mean, what? I thought I was being perfectly clear. You should be glad. All 3 of them have agreed to come to the study group, including Pseudo. Thanks to Kushida, your little plan just might work.
That's only because of Kushina, or whatever you want to call her.
I hadn't even sent that yet.
I understand. Is that her final word?
Yeah, even after you helped make it happen. I'm really sorry.
Right. It's okay. You just let me handle her from here on out.
Can't this girl just get it in her head that she's not going to be friends with that other girl? Something's going to happen with her. I feel like she's got a dark side to her. Like, because she wants to be friends with everybody, but because of one person isn't wanting to be friends with her, I feel like she's going to kick off madly. I feel like, yeah, she's going to kick off there.
call me incompetent again!
Well, if you don't know how to solve a simple simultaneous equation, I don't know how to proceed. I
A
shudder to
what?
think of what the future holds for you.
Pseudo, stop!
Who needs algebra anyway? When am I ever gonna use
Oh,
it, huh? If I wanted to
algebra,
prepare for my future,
Jesus.
I'm better off playing basketball to get ready for a career in the pros, not sticking my nose in some book.
I never did algebra
Delusion.
in my school.
You playing pro basketball. Do you even have an inkling of how difficult it is to get to that level? It requires commitment and dedication that you
Everybody in my school was just dumb.
I didn't skip practice to come here and get insulted. I knew this was a waste of my time. You know what?
That's why I failed all my exams. Then I went to college to do my English and mathematics or maths
Be my guest. See how much I care.
to get some grades at least.
To you, like you said, Kushida, and look what happened. Do something.
Then after that, I continued to study catering for 4 years.
You make them feel stupid when they make a mistake.
Yes, I can acknowledge that I was wrong about them. It's clear to me that this is all a fruitless waste of my time.
What do you mean?
I mean that if those idiots are going to drag us down with them, we're better off without. I say good riddance.
I see.
She's very critical, isn't she?
I'll get out with them myself. I promise. I don't think we should give up on our friends so soon. It'd be sad if those three got expelled.
She's a loner, but she believes she's better than everybody
That's
else.
why you started this group in the first place.
If you're being sincere right now, then I appreciate the sentiment. I do. Tell me, why did you really agree to help us in this endeavor? Are you just trying to sabotage me?
I can't believe you. Do you really think that?
I'm telling you,
person.
Kushina,
You would even assume that about me makes me feel so sad.
is it Kushina? Whatever her name is. The girl with the squeaky voice. I was just walking off now. I believe that she's got a hidden agenda. Because she keeps getting rejected by her. So something definitely is going to happen. Yeah, something definitely is going to happen
I need to go get
with
some
Kushina.
fresh air.
Suzune, I'm amazed you had the brains to track me down.
Listen, brother. I'm not the failure that I was in the past. I followed you because I want to prove that I've changed.
That's Horikita, but who's she with? Brother?
Prove you've changed? Hardly. After all this time, you clearly have not come to terms with your own shortcomings. You're foolish to think you could succeed here. Leave now.
You're wrong. I'm going to be in Class A soon. Then you'll see.
Don't bother.
I promise. I know I can make it.
You're an irrational little brat.
The student council president?
Do you
Whoa!
stop to think of the shame you bring this family? My own little sister in Class D? Pathetic.
Why would you treat your sister like that?
What's good for you?
Brother, please just listen.
You don't have the right to better yourself, nor do you have the ability to do so. Someday you'll learn.
Get in!
Koji, don't.
Seriously? You really were planning to hurt her, weren't you? You better let her go now.
Go away. This doesn't concern
Yes, Koji.
She sounds like a completely different person. Close one.
You fight like an expert. Which of the arts do you practice?
Piano and calligraphy.
Ah, now I get it. I think I know who you are. I'd heard there was a student who got 50s on all of his entrance exams. The other day, you got a 50 on one of your quizzes in class as well.
Hold on.
doesn't concern you.
She sounds like a completely different person. Close one.
Who is this? Who is Anakonji? Who is he? And he's got hands. He must learn martial arts at some point to move like that. Okay, this is getting really interesting.
Expert, which of the arts do you practice?
Piano and calligraphy.
Ah, now I get it. I think I know who you are. I'd heard there was a student who got 50s on all of his entrance exams. The other day, you got a 50 on one of your quizzes in class as well. Are you trying to make some kind of statement, scoring exactly half of what you should at this school?
Wow, that's a strange coincidence.
You pride
So
yourself
is he intentionally manipulating the score to get 50 so he can go to the lower classes because he's not motivated enough?
He isn't my friend, he's just a classmate. I don't need any friends, you know that.
As usual, your immaturity is leading you to mistake isolation for independence. Anyway, if you truly wish to be in a less humiliating class, you're going to have to work a lot harder.
I'm sorry you had to witness all of that.
It's okay. It was sort of a relief to see you acting like a normal girl and not some kind of... I didn't even say anything.
She didn't like that part, did she?
I'm impressed by your skills.
It's just piano and tea ceremony.
You said it was calligraphy.
Yeah, I do calligraphy too.
How did you doctor your scores on all of the entrance exams? Tell the
Is that a
truth.
secret word?
The truth.
Like
Coincidence.
calligraphy? For his like martial arts?
You're such a weirdo.
Huh, sure. So were
Calling him a
you
weirdo says you love.
study group?
Yes, it's a waste of my time. If those losers want to fail, that's their prerogative. It makes no difference to me.
Even though failing would get them expelled?
I don't care what happens to anyone but me. And their exit would motivate the rest of us to be better. I don't see a downside to any of that. Without them, it will be easier for our class to advance. I don't think I could have asked for a better solution.
That sounds like flawed thinking. Maybe you're just lying to yourself. It's a shortcoming. You make the assumption that other people hold you back, so you always keep them at an arm's length as a rule. Have you ever considered that your isolationist philosophy might be the very thing that landed you in Class D in the first place?
He's very smart, isn't he? Has he got Secret Life?
And so it went. Everything looked hopeless. Nevertheless, the day arrived. And all of us.
It's a very interesting anime.
Every last poor soul. In grammar, math, chemistry, civics, English, and every other classroom subject. We dodged the bullet with higher scores than ever.
W. Nice.